You're getting less views, messages, sales on Facebook Marketplace. Even if you've been selling furniture for many years on Facebook Marketplace, you got Marketplace down to a science. Doesn't take away the fact that you're getting decreasing success on Facebook Marketplace. Don't you get the same results from many years ago? The same engagement, same messages, same sales. You're having to boost your Facebook Marketplace listings. You're having to pay Facebook in order to put your Marketplace listings in front of the right people. The era of a ton of free traffic on Facebook Marketplace is slowly coming to an end. And we're transitioning into a new era on Facebook. Let me explain. In the very beginning, when Facebook was first starting off, and likewise any social media app, when it's first starting off, its goal is to increase its user base. The reason why many apps don't succeed is because it's very costly. In the beginning stages, it's very costly to increase a user base. So they have to market a lot. They got to have incentive and genius ways to get people on its platform. So Facebook in the very beginning, its sole purpose was incentivizing no matter what cost to get as many users as possible on Facebook. And they did it throughout various manners, various strategies that it implemented. That's stage one. Stage two is find a way to monetize its platform, right? Because it's costly to run a platform. Like I said, they were on the negative in the first couple of years. That's the reason why they needed outside funding in order to continue to grow Facebook. So after I had enough of a user base, okay, in stage two, incentivize business, incentivize marketeers to start advertising on Facebook, okay? Because that's how Facebook to this day makes its money. 100% of its money is from advertisement. So in stage two, they started incentivizing ways to get people to advertise on its platform. They would give a lot of free traffic. It was a massive bargain. It was a steal. They would give business owners, marketeers, a lot of free traffic in order for them to advertise. Whenever business owners would invest in Facebook, they would get really good returns. Okay, that was Facebook's goal. No matter the cost, they just wanted to get people hooked. And after these businesses started getting hooked, now we enter a new stage with Facebook. Okay, now that Facebook has been able to capture businesses' attention and giving them a platform to be able to advertise, they stopped giving them as much incentives because now they were starting to get funding, they started making money out of advertisement, so they entered stage three. So they started slowly increasing the cost of advertisement. Okay, but because these business owners were so trapped already with Facebook, and they, not trapped, I don't say trapped, but because they saw already massive profits in the very beginning, they were like, "Why we're not leaving Facebook? Facebook's it's a gold mine," and it really is to this day, right? Advertisement on Facebook is very lucrative. Okay, but like I said in the very beginning, Facebook would give you more incentive just to get people hooked. Okay, and after people were hooked and they saw how profitable Facebook could be when it comes to advertisement, okay, they started giving less and less incentives to be able to promote themselves on Facebook to the point where it's a no-brainer to market on Facebook. Likewise, the same thing's happening with Facebook Marketplace. When Facebook Marketplace was first starting out, the goal of Facebook Marketplace is to get as many people as possible on Facebook Marketplace selling. They would incentivize people to post whatever they had just to start posting on Facebook Marketplace. And they would give these people a ton of free traffic. And a lot of furniture stores capitalized on this many years ago. They capitalized on Facebook Marketplace. They're like, wow, right? I'm able to get a whole bunch of clicks, a whole bunch of messages. I'm getting a lot of sales organically. I'm not paying nothing. And that's the whole point of the beginning stages, like with any platform. The platform wants to hook you. And that's what happened with furniture stores. They got hooked. They started seeing many sales, many messages, a whole bunch of leads coming out of Facebook Marketplace. That was Facebook's goal, to get the furniture stores, to get the business owners hooked on Facebook Marketplace as well. Little by little, they stopped giving you as much free traffic. And in order to get that same traffic, the same views that you had in the very beginning, you started having to boost, which is Facebook Marketplace's version of paid advertisement. You started having to boost your marketplace listings in order to get the same views, same results that you were getting in the very beginning. And as a furniture store owner, you know how lucrative Facebook Marketplace is, right? That's the reason why you haven't given up on it. That's the reason you're watching this video to this day. But you're frustrated. Why am I not getting the same results I was a couple years ago? It's because now we're in a different stage on Facebook. Facebook's already got you hooked. It's already captured your attention, okay? And Facebook knows that. Facebook doesn't have to give you free traffic anymore because you know as a business owner it works, and Facebook knows that it's already got you hooked. Kind of like a drug. They have you like nicotine. Now you're addicted to Facebook Marketplace. Now, if you want to continue the same results as before, okay, Facebook's like, okay, we give you that option still, but now you gotta pay. Yeah, now you gotta pay. That's what's going on with Facebook Marketplace. It's not that you're bad now all of a sudden, or there's a whole bunch of scammers. Obviously, maybe that has a big thing to play as well, and obviously now that's become more saturated. It's a bit more competitive. But the most important thing out of all this is Facebook Marketplace is entering the stage of where, in order to really flourish as you were flourishing before, okay, making those same sales as you were before, the same messages, the same views, the same clicks, clicks as before, you're having to find yourself to boost on Facebook Marketplace listings. And that's no mistake. It's all part of Facebook's greater plan. It's all part of all the social media's greater plans. Once they have you hooked, addicted, once you depend on them to make sales, you basically have to do what they say. This story isn't unique to Facebook, okay? If you look at Google, in the very beginning when Google was starting out, it would incentivize advertisers to advertise as much as possible on Google. They would give them a lot of incentives, a lot of free traffic, right? After these advertisers would get great results, they would be hit by things called the Google slaps. They were profiting big on Google, okay? Then Google stopped giving them less views. These Google slaps destroyed a lot of business overnight. You as a business owner, you gotta be able to adapt. The goal of this video, more than anything, is obviously number one is to explain to you why this is happening, why you're getting less views. Now you know, okay? We're entering a new era. Facebook has you captured. You're hooked. Every furniture store in town uses Facebook Marketplace. They know how lucrative it can be, and Facebook takes advantage of that now. Okay, now that we got you hooked, you want to get the same results before, you got to pay. The whole point of me, right, that I exist here as a marketeer to help you guys as furniture stores diversify where you get your sales from. This way, you're not just dependent on Facebook Marketplace, because this is the mistake a lot of furniture stores I work with have when I first start off with them. They get 80-90% of their sales from Facebook Marketplace. They get 80-90% of their sales from Facebook Marketplace. Let's say Facebook makes it to where, okay, now you want to be on Facebook Marketplace? You want to be in the front of everybody? You got to pay. Right now, you can kind of like play around with this and just like post a lot of listings. But what if they make in the next couple of months to where a Facebook slap and boom, you want to be in the front, you got to pay us. So it's important to diversify where you get your sales from. So that way you don't die overnight. I'm here to help you to diversify where you get sales from, because I want you to succeed. The most important thing in marketing is having a robust marketing strategy to where you put your eggs in multiple baskets. You're getting sales from Marketplace, okay? Obviously, I'm not telling you stay with Marketplace. Marketplace is still a phenomenal way to make sales. You just got to adapt now to circumstances. Then you can also make sales from Facebook ads, Instagram ads, maybe Google ads. Okay, the Facebook group strategy that I was talking about in earlier videos. Social media content creation, you can get sales from that. Walk-ins, repeat customers, referrals, traditional media. Right, that's the whole goal of marketing. As a business owner, you got to diversify where you get your sales from so you don't die overnight. In 2024, do I recommend Marketplace? Of course, 100%. But it's a different game now than 2020, than 2019. You're not gonna get the same results as many years ago. You can still succeed. If you still wanna get the same results many years ago, of course you still can. You just gotta play with different rules now, and you gotta invest some money. Just keep that in mind, and hopefully you got some knowledge out of this. Hopefully you learned a thing or two, and hopefully this can open your mind in order to be able to understand that nothing's forever. You always gotta be able to adapt. You always gotta be able to adapt. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to message me on Instagram. That's my best form of communication at Future Cut Media, or if you got my phone number, just WhatsApp me.